Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 56 of our Enigmatica 6 Expert Let's Play series, where today we're diving into some occultism, some blood magic, some Ars Nouveau, a little bit of all the magic. So let's get started. Welcome back, my friends. Another wonderful sunny day here in the world of TheAndrata. No nap to start this episode. I know. What else is going to change? Who knows? Where today we are going to, well, as always, work on stuff and things. But before we get started, we have some stuff to talk about. So I'm going to do a slow turnaround here to our Drygmy farm. First off, I went ahead and swapped over for elite bins there, and we have a Drygmy farm building kind of thing. Nothing too crazy. I just set up. It's just stone bricks with a little bit of cracked stone, a little bit of mossy stone, so that way it looks like it's like, you know, like a structure that Drygmies would come into, I guess. I don't know. Natural. It doesn't look it's very squarular. It's very, you know, sharp edged and everything, but it works. It's whatever. And then just cobblestone walls up on the top. And then if we pop on inside, you're going to see that we now have two Drygmy friends. I went ahead and got ourselves a second one because I wanted to see if it made it go faster or anything like that. It wasn't too difficult. The hardest part is getting the thief's hood. So I just waited till night, ran around, found a spider with a thief's hood, a skeleton with a thief's hood, got it, bada bing, bada boom, we're good to go. So what I've done in here is set up, create seats all around this whole structure here, spaced out by one, and then we have clear glass for most of them, other than our mob area where we have dark glass because we don't want them burning up at night, or well, at night during the daytime. And then, yeah, that's basically what it is. Then we have a roof access here because we have trap doors for most of these areas, except for our mob areas. I have dark glass here because trap doors apparently don't block light. I did not know that. Probably could use slabs or something, though I don't know if slabs block light either. So yeah, that's where we're at with this. So I just have dark glass up here. I could have just put a spruce plank instead of the dark glass, but I wanted to be able to see in so I can know which mob I'm looking at when I come down to it. So let's talk about what we have. So we have our core crew here, our cow, pig, chicken, sheep. I've grabbed an iron golem, and you're going to see that the iron golem is a little bit miniaturized. I went ahead and used my shrink. I think I set it to 0.5. Yeah, 0.5. So that way they're not too tiny, because I had it set to the 0.2 that I use for when, and actually I need to go ahead and reset that. 0.2 here, that's what I use to be able to, you know, shrink down and get in between cables and everything. If I have them set to that, they're too small and they actually phase into the create seat, so you can't see them. And so you just, 0.5 works well. They fit into the block space and they take over. So we have a couple more room here, or a couple more seats available. Over here we have a creeper. We have a blaze. We have an Enderman, and again, the Enderman is shrunk down, so he's sitting down on his seat, but he fits within his block space. We have a spider. Spiders are too wide entities, so I had to shrink the spider down to get it to fit, otherwise it was suffocating in the walls. We have a skeleton. We have a zombie with a hat and a backpack. I figured, let's grab this one and see if we can't, maybe he'll be able to loot the backpack, you know. Drygmies will loot the backpack. Plus it gives our Drygmies a little bit of music, since he's got a music playing backpack that they can dance to. We have our wraith. It's kind of hard to see, but the wraith is in there. And then we have a witch, because there was one that spawned around my base at night, and I was like, hey, let's grab it. So if we take a look inside of our chest, we're not getting very many mob drops. I don't know if there's a special way to get the actual mob drops. We're getting a ton of passive mobs, but we're not getting much aggressive mobs. I got one ender pearl, some bones and some arrows, and a little bit of string and zombie flesh, but that's about the extent of what we've gotten. So I'm not sure if, I don't know. Did I set this up wrong? Is something weird going on? Am I just not being patient enough? I'm also not seeing the green doody-dee-dotty-dees coming over here from this area. I'm only seeing it come from this side. So maybe I need to move. Maybe my Drygmy. Let's move this guy. Let's move you over here, buddy. Do your dance over here, and maybe you'll farm those guys. I don't know. Like, come on, do the thing. They're within 10 blocks. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, 9, 10. So the block that they're on, that is the 10th block. So it should absolutely be able to work just fine. We're at 81% source over here. I think source gen is going to be an issue. We don't have, like, look at that. This is empty now. Yeah, so source gen is going to definitely be an issue for this. I really should expand my farms maybe. Our tree farm is doing great, but yeah, we're gonna have to figure out source gen, though it seems to be like balancing out, I guess. But yeah, we'll come back and we'll check this at the end of the episode and see if we've gotten any more green doody-das from any of the aggressive mobs, because, you know, I want to use that for a mob farm. Instead of having to have a traditional mob farm, we can have something like this where it's all cool, magical. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So what are we going to work on today, you may be asking? That's a good question. Let's find out. So if we go take a look into our book, we are currently working on magic, and we're trying to get our magic up to snuff, right? Because in order to progress in tech, we need to get magic done, yada, 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 bada bing, bada boom. We got to get the stuff done. We currently have our gates here. Maybe refined storage is what we need to get into. Occultism is next, though. Okay, let's start looking and seeing what we need to do to get into occultism. Maybe then we'll get into a refined storage and get ourselves a controller or an external storage with the occultism stuff. Yeah, I think that's a good way to go right now. So let's check out what we need to do to get into occultism. First thing first, we need to get an alchemy table cooked up. So this is from Blood Magic. Can only be used in the Undergarden until we craft a Master Blood Orb and we can move it around. So let's go ahead and pop into our home here and get the things that we're going to need to, do the thing. Let's go ahead and do this. Apparently I picked up a sapling somewhere. Okay, so we've already had this on our to-do list because we're like, hey, we're smart. We think about things ahead of time. So we're gonna need a total of 3 stone altars, which is gonna require polished andesite. 3 of those. It's gonna require soul crystals. I should have some of those still left over, or soul shards. These are left over from long ago when we first started diving into magic, by the way. It's been a long while since we did that. And then pewter inlays. How about just pewter? Not Peter, pewter. And we need to craft this. So we need 2 sets of these, apparently. And that's going to get us the stone altars. Now, we're going to need protective fabric, which should actually be doable, as is now. Cured rubber is not available. Refresh my memory. I believe cured rubber is some of this plastic here. Or dry rubber. Yeah, how do we make cured rubber? I can't remember. It is 2 dry rubber and a sulfur. We should have some sulfur. Plenty of sulfur. Oh my goodness. So let's do 16, which means we're going to need 8. Wasn't I worried about sulfur at one point in this pack? It's good to be at a point where you don't have to worry about things. Dry rubber. What other usage do we have for you? Other than making cured rubber, you can turn into industrial foregoing plastic. That's nice. I think that's going to be our next big usage for this, is industrial foregoing plastic, right? Yeah, in a blast furnace. Block of rubber. Now, what's the other? What other recipes do we have for this? That's it. Okay, so literally the only option for getting plastic is in a blast furnace. So I think I'm going to go ahead and throw this stuff into a blast furnace. That way I can get a little bit of this plastic going. So let's go pop over to our factory real quick while everything else is cooking. We're just going to pop this in here. And I think I need coal coke for it. Right? Oh, I have some. And that way we get some plastic going. Speaking of all this stuff, let's go ahead and pop all the way upstairs and check out how we're doing on our creosote. Because once these things are full, then we're good to go with our treated, start getting our treated wood planks. So we got our bottom one full. We're working there. We're getting there. And how you doing on coal? You're doing fantastic. It's just, literally we have enough resources. It's just slow going. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and pop home. We should be done with our cured rubber here and continue on with our craft. So our next step is going to be the protective fabric. Yep. Okay. We need a total of 3 of these. Wait for that to drop into the system. There's protective fabric. We're going to need a tinted jar, which is any kind of stained glass, and a slab. Do I have any stained glass anywhere? I have stained glass panes. Well, we can make just white stained glass. How about that? White dye. What kind of dyes do I have available? I have light blue dyes. Let's do light blue. That's from making all of the terracotta. Light blue stained glass. Sure. Okay, can you just use regular glass for me, please? Oh, come on, buddy. There we go. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, there we go. How many of this do I need then? Request. Jeez Louise. Tinted jar. Okay, cool. We're going to need a blank slate, so we're going to have to pop over to our blood altar. We're going to need to get an other stone slate. Okay, so that's going to require us to get other stone slabs. Do I have any other stone yet? No. Or a bloody honeycomb. We need to get this bee. Bathed in blood, the bronze bee may become something more. This will convert water into life essence with a 20% chance. And you use a blood mushroom from the undergarden. Huh. Bathed in blood. That's interesting. We're going to add that to the to-do list. I like bees, you know? Getting the bees is great. Otherwise, though, we need other stone slabs. Hey, look at that. That's actually nice. That's a 10% or a 3% chance to actually just get blank slates out of this, which is fantastic. Other stone slate. That's what we're currently cooking up, which is other stone slabs, which is other stone. There we go. So you are made by throwing arcane stone into spirit fire. So we're going to need some occultism. We need some of these demon's dream seeds. We have some planted. We're going to need a flint and steel. Because I remember I put my fire out because I didn't need it. And then we're going to need arcane stone. And let's just get like 16 of these. Remember, this stuff's not too difficult. It's just, it's a lightning craft. So, yeah. Kind of a pain, kind of okay. Mostly a pain, though. And I did used to have this set up over here. We can go ahead and actually go up to our wizard tower, because that's where our magic's going to go. And to be honest, we don't need our thing over there anymore. But let's set this area up for occultism. So this is going to be where our occultism pentacles and stuff will end up going. So let's do over in this corner. We're going to swap this block out for netherrack. And then I forgot to grab the fruit. Where am I? Where am I in relation to my base? There we go. Got it. 360 no scope. Just need one of these. Gotta love being able to have an early game flight, you know? There we go. Okay, so all I have to do is toss this, take my magnet off real quick because it's going to try and pick it back up. Toss that onto there, flint and steel it. Bam, there we go. Spirit fire gained. Then we can just toss these into it. And now we have other stone. Thank you. Back home. And we should be able to get other stone slabs. We're going to need a total of 4 of these. Yes, okay. Now, I know we're going to have to make more. Absolutely, we're going to need more blank slates and everything. But I just want to get enough now for us to be able to do this craft. So we need flux dust. And then a source gem. We have a source gem outside. We're running low in our system there, so I don't want to use those unless it's actual crafting. But we can just take one of these. We needed 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's going to get us our other stone slate. Now, these other stone slates are used for other crafting purposes, too. Like, it's not just this. We use it to get our inert storage accessor, which is actually pretty handy. So we're going to want to definitely save one of these. An ender ocular. Don't know what that is. Other stone slate and ender crates. And then, obviously, blank slate. Yeah, so we're going to have to save one of these for this other stone slate, but that's okay. So then we need to head over to our portals. Hop over into the Undergarden. It's been a while since we've been over here. What's changed? Absolutely nothing. Okay, cool. A spider made its way in here, though. That's what changed. We're good to go on our blood in there, apparently, so we're going to let that do its thing. And remember, we have this set up. I don't know what mob do we have set up in here anymore. Oh, it's still those annoying spiders. Okay, that's great. Or not spiders, skeletons with the, you know what I'm talking about? Skeletons with the things on top of them. What are those? Silverfish. Yeah, silverfish. Okay, so there's blank slate. Bam, bam. Everything can go. Oop. The pewter inlay I needed, though. And slate. Okay, and that should be everything we need to craft our alchemy table, right? So we're going to make our stone altars, but we're going to need 3 protective fabric, a tinted jar, a blank slate, and a brewing stand. Brewing stand should be easy enough. Apparently I need brass rods, though. Multi-servo, rod press, bam, bam, make them up. Okay, we're going to let that cook, and then we're going to go do our items channeling real quick. So swap out you for you. I don't need these here. These are my markers. Also, you come back out. Actually, you go away because I don't want you to pick these things up. Okay, cool. So we needed to make these. It is soul shard, pewter inlay, polished andesite. So polished andesite, soul shard, and pewter inlay. Just gonna come on, do the thing. Did it do it? I don't think it did it. I don't know what happened there. I think the second one I did actually destroyed it, is what happened. Lovely. Okay, let's try that again. Luckily, it's not expensive. It was polished andesite. It was soul crystal shards. And then you. Right? That's what I'm doing. Soul shard, polished andesite, pewter inlay. Let's do this properly this time. Let's just try not to... I think what happened is I shot 2 arrows and the second one destroyed it. There we go. Got him. Just want to pick this up real quick. Okay, so we can put that away, that away, that away, that away, that away, that away. Flint and steel can go in my backpack. We can swap out for a regular arrow. You can just chill there for a moment. Okay, so now we should be able to just craft this. Yes? Yes. Alchemy table. Got. So we got to go back over to the Undergarden to set this down somewhere. But what we're going to do is actually... I have spawners, right? What is this spawner? What are you? Because there was a spawner that I wanted to swap out for out there because this one's a pain. This is the Vindicator. Okay. So you are Vindicator. You are Rotling. And I think that's what I wanted to use in there, right? I think so. Yeah, so this is Rotling. This is Vindicator. Vindicator spawner is going to go and get us emeralds at some point, so I'm going to just leave that in there. But we're going to swap out that one that's out there for the Rotling spawner. Okay. So then our next step is going to be to get white chalk, which I'm assuming is going to require the alchemy table to make. Yeah, right there. So we need to get impure white chalk. We're going to require burnt otherstone, which is just smelting up some of the otherstone that we have. Bam. Let's go ahead and cook that. We're going to need otherworld ashes, which is just otherworld wood. I don't think we've gotten any otherworld wood yet, have we? Dictionary of Spirits, or can't we? Primarily found in otherworld groves, only visible while the status third eye is active. See the Dictionary of Spirits. I thought there was a craft for that. That way you didn't have to go explore. Let's see. Where did I put my book? I put my book away and then I sorted it, which is not what I intended. Occultism, Dictionary of Spirits. Spirits, no. Getting started? No. Otherworld wood is what we want. Where is it at? Come on. I love this book. I wish it had a search, though. You know what I'm saying? An Otherworld sapling trader. In order to make this, we have to do a AVR circle ritual, so we can't until we get chalk. Eventually, I think that's going to be the way to go for this. Yeah, what the heck? Where's the... It says, look in the book. Buddy, I'm in the book, okay? Yeah, to obtain other stone, purify andesite in spirit fire. To obtain an otherworld sapling, purify an oak sapling in spirit fire, and then you have to use third eye. Okay, good. I knew it. That way we don't have to go and actually find a thing. We can just... I don't have any oak saplings. I am using spruce for most of my stuff, so let's just go grab a bunch of these since we can. And you know what? I'm so lazy. I'm just going to set up a waystone to our villager trading hall because I am tired of having to fly over here. Trading hall. There. Now I don't ever have to walk again. I don't know where your thing went above you. Okay, we need oak sapling. Give me those. Go to sleep. And then we're going to have to place these into our spirit fire, which is over here. I didn't mean to do all of them, but hey, whatever. I meant to just hit Q, but I hit Control Q. It is what it is. Okay, so then we can go ahead and go home. We're going to get some bone meal. And actually, you know what? We can just use tree fertilizer, I guess. And then I got to eat some fruit. It's getting to be nighttime. Plant that there. We're going to grab this. Okay, so remember, in order to actually do anything with this, because we're going to grow this, look, and it just says oak log, right? You can't do anything. Oak logs, oak logs. If I were to break this, I would just get oak logs. We need to eat the Demon's Dream fruit to gain the third eye. Maybe. Excuse me? I would like my third eye, please. Hello? Why you know do the thing here, Demon's Dream? I'm not crazy, right? You guys are seeing this. I'm eating the Demon's Dream fruit. It is not doing the thing. Maybe some of my armor is stopping it from working. The gourmand, maybe. Anyway, now it has converted over to otherworld wood, so we need to harvest this while we can. I'm going to try and plant as much of this. Probably should have... Hey, come on. Saying I probably should have planted these before. There we go. Before I ate the Demon's Dream, then I could just harvest instead of having to do it, you know, after the fact. Oh, man. Look what I did. Because this thing is so fast, I just vein mined this entire area down here. That's lovely. All right, well, where is our thingamabobby? Go, fly. Come on. Let me out of here. There. Okay, geez. All right, hole fixed. Be careful where you vein mine. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about that. Come on. Jeez. There we go. Okay. So now we have otherworld saplings, which is great, and we have some otherworld wood, which is what we needed for this craft. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I believe that the usage of that, was it smelting it, or was it into the spirit fire? Over here, over here, over here. So let's just do like 8 of those. There we go. Okay. Otherworld wood can go away. Everything else can go away. So we got some unstable otherworld saplings, and we have some regular oak saplings, which is great. Let's put our armor back on before I forget that. You're going to go there. You need to go away. You can go here, here, here. Okay. So that takes care of that. So we need 2 burnt otherstone, 3 of these. And the burnt otherstone should be available here. And then it's just plant oil, which is an alchemy recipe of any sort of plant and bone meal. So do I have carrots? I have some carrots. I do have a whole farm out there that I could grab stuff from too. So it's not really that big of a deal. And it automatically puts it in a jar. Okay, so then we just need our orb. And we're good to go. All right. So let's pop over to our portals, head into the Undergarden. And set up our alchemy table. Also going to eat. Demon's Dream fruit makes you hungry, so let's go ahead and set this bad boy up here. Pop you there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that. And then we can do 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Not enough LP. All right, that's okay. We can do this. And that. And hopefully it's enough. How much does it tell you how much it takes? Oh, 500 LP. That's not bad at all. We must have just been like literally minimal LP in here. And then while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and replace this. So what I'll do is actually float all the way over. We're going to put this here. No. Yeah, is that center of the room? Come on. Get over here. And you know what? Those rotlings might not be the best idea because they're going to be able to get out of a 1-by-1 area. That's okay. And then we should have our impure white chalk. And then all we have to do is take that back home again up to our wizard factory. Our wizard tower. Our wizard factory. I'm combining our different areas. And we're just going to throw this into here. Or are we going to cook it? We got to throw it into our thing. Okay. All right. Well, I tried to be fancy and do it the way that it was normally supposed to, but this is expert. What am I doing assuming recipes are going to be a way that they are? So this is going to go into here. Now, you're going to use how much? 7,000 LP. So we have 4,000 in here. We're going to need some more. I need to get my stabberator. Take that off. Tick accelerate that. Should get my book out, or my other thing out too. Do you guys require darkness? I'm going to assume you do based on the fact that you're not spawning anything, that you're going to require darkness. Great. I thought that because they spawned all around in this area, they didn't need darkness, but apparently they do. All right, well, get over here. Great. Now I don't know which one's which. What are you? You're the one I want. You're the one that I want. Come on. I need to get my magnet back out. There. All right, well, we're going to deal with the silverfish. So we ain't got a choice. basically, is what this just told me. Is we have no choice but to deal with the silverfish right now because I don't have another spawner that I want to put in here prepped at the moment. So just give me a bunch of these. Just do it. Oh, why are you not spawning? We have 32 hours in here. Okay, now this isn't spawning, and that's concerning because this never had an issue before. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right, give me a minute. Okay, it was my Pharaoh Flare Lantern that was causing the issue, apparently. And apparently, I need to make my spawn area bigger because these rotlings are spawning outside of the area. That's okay, though. We're getting the essence that we need. That's what matters. Wow, okay, not very much, though. Jeez Louise. Only 100 millibuckets per each of these? Forget these guys. Forget that. Get out of here. Okay, so we're gonna know. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Look at this mess I made. Look at all these rotlings all around here. Just trying to kite them over here. Okay, cool. All right, so we know that this is our rotling spawner. Let's go back to what we had before, if I can, which was the Vindicator, or not the Vindicator, the skeleton spawner, because it was working pretty well. What's it called, Wise? What are you? You're Vindicator? Maybe Vindicators would work. Can you spawn, though? There's a ton of emeralds that we're going to get from this. You gotta remember, too, that these guys hit hard. I need to make this area actually proper sized, because they're spawning outside, as you can tell. Okay, a little overwhelming. Yeah, it's all the ones that are spawning outside that are messing us up. And then it doesn't help when you tick accelerate 256 times. Okay. Look at all those emeralds that we got out of that, though. Nice. And we got plenty of stuff. I'm going to put this in my offhand and then pick up that experience. Just to get, you know, a little bit of a boost. So what we need to do is throw our impure chalk in there, let it cook up and do its thing. I'm going to expand this area out. So generally, your spawners, you want to have like 5... You want it to be floating in an area where you have 5 blocks all around it, so that way anything that spawns is only going to spawn in said area. I do not have that, as you can see. I have it like a 3x3 because I was just expecting a quick thing. So we'll get that going. They're going to aggressively charge at me anyway, so it doesn't make too much difference right now. But there we go. Quest complete, white chalk done, occultism started. Let's go ahead. That basically finishes out this chapter, except for this Corporea Index and the Master Corporea Spark, which apparently I already had bookmarked. So I just unbookmarked those. So we're going to want to go ahead and make those. Then we can finish out this chapter. But that takes care of all of that stuff. Let's go check out our quests. Blood Magic. We got a slate, which got us a bunch of modules. This is for automating slates. We can use this from a chest to limit how many can go in there with a stack limiter and the filter module. Define that we want to keep things out. We can set that up later. We'd have to get those other stone slates automated first. And then this is telling us how to use the alchemy table. And then occultism, getting ourselves that thing done. And apparently I need to pick up a Spirit Attuned gem. Oh, and I didn't get the impure chalk, so I'm gonna have to make another impure chalk. You quest. Should have been looking at the quest the whole time. I'll take care of that in between episodes, though. So let's go ahead and dump all this stuff. Oh, I got a Vindicator spawn egg from killing those Vindicators, because remember, we have capturing on here. I like it. I was also looking up our spawners to see what our modifications were, because I was like, maybe I need to ignore conditions, which is a glyph of intangible, but yeah. Oh, we got a Rotling spawn egg, too. Nice. And a Heart of the Sea from something? A primitive explosive cell? Increases crafting speed by 1.25 and it's unbreaking 5. Don't even know what that does. But we'll put it away. This is the Rotling spawner? Yeah, that can go away. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, and that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, oh wait, actually, you know what? I lied. It's not it for today's episode. Let's go ahead, take a nap. Let's go check out our mobs. Because we were like, I wanted to see where we ended up over here after the end of this episode. We have not gotten any other mob drops. We are only getting passive mobs. So if anybody knows what's up with this, let me know. Are they unable to go? I mean, obviously they're able to go through this glass to farm them. So source needed. Yeah, obviously I'm out of source now again. I'm gonna have to ramp up our farm and everything. But we're not getting. Also, how do you guys have light? That's weird. I don't know how there's light inside of here for these guys, but there is. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Anybody know why those aren't working? Let me know in the comments, and we'll figure it out. And then I need to get my source ramped up. We're going to look into some other options. That'll be what we work on next episode, is getting source ramped up. We can use some of this wood and maybe get a volcanic source thing, because we got 17,000 extra wood and all that stuff. But anyway, now that's the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.